The car that broke the initial Audi stranglehold on Group B was the Peugeot 205 T16. The French team achieved this by first embarking on a thorough reading of the rulebook and then building a car as close to the limit of those rules as possible. This was the formula that others like Lancia and MG were to follow in the future. Manager of the Peugeot team was former International Rally co-driver Jean Todt. He'd been famous during that part of his career for knowing the rulebook from front to back and interpreting the rules to best suit his situation when necessary. He brought the same thorough approach to team management at Peugeot and has since, of course, gone on to even greater things at the head of Ferrari's Formula One team.
The biggest opposition, without a doubt, was Peugeot. They came along with their T16, which was a tremendously competitive car straight out of the box. They didn't have the teething problems that we and other teams had had, and they were winning immediately with it. And that was the turning point that started to knock Audi off its perch, unfortunately.
The car chosen for Peugeot's Group B attack was their little 205 hatchback. It was a light, compact and nimble car that would be easily handled on even the tightest stages, but its front-engined, front-wheel drive configuration was hardly suited to World Rally competition. The Group B rules allowed this handicap to be overcome in the most straightforward and effective way imaginable. Peugeot turned the basic 205 into the 205 T16, which had a turbocharged engine sitting in the space occupied by the rear seats of the standard model. Under the still recognisable body shell of the 205, the French team had built an out-and-out mid-engined race car. The 205 T16 first made its presence known with fourth place on the Tour of Corsica in 1984. Later that year, Ari Vatanen won the Thousand Lakes, San Remo and RAC rallies. Stig Blomqvist and Audi were world champions that year, but they could not ignore the writing on the wall. The message was written large, and it was in the French language. As expected, Peugeot were dominant throughout 1985, taking both the manufacturer's title and the driver's championship for Timo Salonen. Ari Vatanen had also been in contention for the title until he rolled his T16 end over end in Argentina, an accident that effectively ended his World Championship rally career. In 1986, despite the presence of the Lancia S4, the Peugeot team again did the double. They retained the manufacturer's championship and helped new boy Juha Kankkunen to the driver's title. And even when Group B was outlawed, the 205 T16 was still not finished. Peugeot changed its focus to events like the Paris-Dakar, put the fully recovered and still awesomely fast Ari Vatanen in the driving seat and kept on winning.